Welcome to the Meredith Taylor Show. Meredith is a former Division I SEC college golfer and is now the owner of McKellar Enterprises. Join the conversations with Meredith and other notable guests covering sports, leadership, personal growth, and so much more. Now, your host, Meredith Taylor.
In today's episode, I'll answer a few questions that I've been getting on a regular basis about virtual coaching. So, what is virtual coaching? Why do I offer this service? And who is it for? I'll also debunk the myth that it's not as effective as in person. I've got now so many virtual clients that have given testimonials of lower handicaps, lower rounds, etc., solely from virtual lessons. And it continues to be a rapidly growing sector of my business for many reasons that I'll cover today. The virtual format works beautifully for so many people, and I imagine after this episode, there's going to be an influx of traffic to utilize the convenience of the format, and the results speak for themselves. It's extremely effective. But before we fully dive into this topic, let's hear from our amazing sponsors. If you're looking for an experienced allergist in South Carolina, look no further. Find lasting relief and breathe easier with expert treatment from Dr. Lisa Hutto. A board-certified allergist, an experienced physician, and a dedicated advocate for patient health. My family members have benefited greatly from her care. Don't hesitate to go to lisahuttomd.com and schedule your appointment today. I highly recommend her, and I encourage everyone to go ahead and book your appointment today at lisahuttomd.com. I want to tell you about my friends at Rolling Suds Power Washing. From siding and roofs to driveways and walkways, Rolling Suds has been revitalizing residential and commercial properties for over 30 years. The largest power washing company in the world is ready to serve you. So if you're in Columbia, South Carolina, or in my hometown of Lexington, South Carolina, call my good friend Kyle Edens at 803-886-9828 or visit rollingsudspowerwashing.com. Okay, so why even offer virtual coaching? Well, clients asked for it. So the whole reason why I started doing this was because there were people who would find me online and they'd reach out to me from other cities and across the US, other states, saying, hey, I want to work with you, but I'm, 3 hours away, or I want to work with you, but I'm in Texas, right? And just like any other business owner, when you find an issue, you just find a solution. So I would say, okay, do you have access to either an indoor simulator or do you have access to a driving range? And they'd say, yeah. And I'd say, well, clearly you have a cell phone, right? And they're like, yeah, I've got a cell phone. And I'm like, perfect, I can help you. You can send me video of your swing or your kid's swing, whoever it was, and I'll send you the instructions of where I need the camera angle to be. And you'll basically just download this free app and I'll send you the email invitation. And it's really simple. Like we can just send videos back and forth. And how it works is I'll analyze your swing and break it down frame by frame. Once you've sent me these videos, I can take that video and put my audio over your videos explaining frame by frame what we need to work on and why. And I can also split screen your golf swing with a Tour Pro. And so visually, I can show you frame by frame compared to someone who's fundamentally sound, what we need to fix. And I can show you, hey, you see his footwork here versus yours, or in this frame, you can see at the top of your swing versus his swing, and so on and so forth. And so, let's work on this drill, which will help you with that, and that'll fix this issue. And then the next week we can move on to phase 2, which will be, whatever that client needs. But you're getting immediate visual feedback and one-on-one coaching. And it's convenient, but it's also effective. So I've done this for probably 2 years now. And I've not done a good job of, marketing. I haven't done like this massive marketing campaign yet because honestly, I wanted the testimonials first. Like I needed to know that this is an effective way to get clients results. And I wanted to be sure that I was good enough communicator to help achieve those results in this format. Well, now I have the proof, or as they like to say, now I have the receipts. And it's not just the clients that, because to me, I thought it was just going to be, hey, if you're in Texas or Arkansas or wherever, like this is the only way we can work together. It's virtually. But I have clients in Charlotte and Charleston and Greenville. So in cities like 3 hours away as well. And I really thought that would be what virtual coaching was for. What's been really refreshing to me is how many locals love this format. And that's been the part that's really shocked me is, let's say it's someone who has a really high demanding job and, excuse me, their time is limited. So driving 30 minutes to a golf course for a 1 hour lesson and then driving 30 minutes back home, it's very time consuming. And I love that this really has filled this. Well, it solves a pain point for a lot of local golfers that are in my community. And they love the convenience of the virtual lessons because I don't have to drive to a golf course. I don't have to take that much time out of my day. I can just do this on my own time and the convenience of my own home if I have an in-home simulator, but also like whenever I have the time to go to a driving range, I can just take the videos at that point and send them in. I just honestly believe this will be the biggest part of my business moving forward. And that's a big statement to make, I know. But, what do people want today? Obviously, they want results, but they also want to be able to operate from their phone and they want the convenience. It's not time consuming. I also think just the rise of in-home simulators in general, virtual lessons are a perfect fit for those people. And this will continue to evolve and grow, but with people's busy schedules, and honestly, my in-person calendar is as busy as ever. So it is difficult to line up someone's busy schedule and mine to set a time on the calendar for them to come in person. And so it really has solved a pain point for a lot of golfers. Those that commit to the one-on-one coaching, even if it's for 6 months, you'll really be thankful you did. And I see this every day with my current clients that use this format. I mean, they commit to coaching and they're like, hey, I'm going to do 6 months. Most of people do 12 months and I'm going to commit to this coaching. I'm going to see how good I can get. And you know what happens every time is people go, why didn't I come to you sooner? Like I should have done this a year ago or 2 years ago. Like this is the best golf I've ever played in my life. It's not even close. And I think that most high handicappers, I feel like they are wrong about the perceived time that it takes to get better. Like, yes, this is a hard game. It really is. It's a technical game and it does take time. I mean, you can't just play twice a year and expect to improve, right? But if you could spend 6 months and it's a convenient way to get one-on-one coaching and you could potentially drop 5 strokes, 8 strokes, 10 strokes. I mean, most golfers would raise their hand and be like, hey, where do I sign up? It's a beautiful new way to use technology to make it convenient and still be effective. Now, I know my in-person lessons will always and forever want in-person lessons, and that's okay. They'd be screaming at me if they couldn't see me in person. They just love it so much. And there are certain people who learn better in person. And in-person lessons aren't going away, I promise. But I have gotten so many questions about virtual coaching that I felt like I just needed to take an entire episode to address everybody that's not only local in my state of South Carolina, but across the nation. I have a lot of clients all across the country. I feel like I needed to do a better job of sharing these success stories. And I'll give you a couple examples. So locally, here in town, there are several gentlemen who have in-home simulators. And a lot of it is because of their jobs. They're super demanding. They just don't have the time to get to the golf course to practice, right? But it's also like trying to get on my calendar right now is difficult as well. So this format just works so beautifully for them to send me their swings through the app. And within 24 hours, I've analyzed it. I have put my audio over it. I've done the frame by frame breakdown. We've done side by side comparisons, either with a tour pro or, somebody who's been working with me for a while. It's awesome to be able to split screen their first lesson to now their, 10th lesson and the progression that they've made. And, that I can give them next steps and personalize, okay, here's the plan moving forward. Here's what you need to practice, or here are some drills that can help you implement that, whatever we're working on with that particular client. And another example would be someone who is out of state. So I have a junior golfer in Arkansas. I have a couple, but one that reached out to me and the dad was like, hey, we don't really have access to quality coaching in our area. And I saw you online and I just wanted to reach out, see if we could work together. And through virtual coaching, I've helped him with his fundamentals and even FaceTimed him when he needed a pep talk before a golf tournament. And I've never met them before in person, but they've improved tremendously in a short amount of time. And so I just love that technology can help me make a bigger impact, not only locally, but nationwide. And it's been such a blessing to use my platform to reach as many people as I can. So if you think this format of virtual coaching fits you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link my website in the show notes where you can see a lot of these testimonials. But then I'll also give you a direct link to go ahead and sign up for virtual coaching. I look forward to working with you, whether it's in person or whether it's virtual coaching. I look forward to helping you lower those golf scores. God bless and go Gamecocks.
There are several ways to support the show. If you leave a review, you'll be entered for a chance to win a free golf lesson with Meredith. Follow Meredith's social media for giveaway details. And to give a donation, you can click the support link in the show notes. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time here on the Meredith Taylor Show.